Hi everyone, this is Alex Bowden back again for the final installment of how to make this stay-at-home order work for you and proactively and productively shift back to work, potentially exploring some of these options for the future. So the first is to start by measuring the productivity that you've had thus far and the overall employee engagement and happiness with the new arrangement. How do you measure? You could do a virtual town hall and do, qualitative research by asking pointing questions, taking comments, answering back and forth. You could also conduct a survey, either company-wide or team-wide. Now, be mindful that if you go the survey route, it's very easy to introduce bias into your questions. So be very careful in how you word everything. Try not to make them leading questions. And then make sure you account for the added stress and anxiety related to the pandemic in general. This is a pretty unique scenario, right? We also need to account for the added workload and distraction of having kids at home full-time instead of being in school, and the full-time nature of the current arrangement. And I say that last part because many people actually don't do most effectively being full-time remote work. They tend to do better with maybe 1 to 2 days in the office versus being entirely siloed. So we have to account for those things when we're measuring, so that we make sure we get the whole picture. Ultimately, the company and team-wide survey would ask questions about engagement, productivity, distractions, all of those complexities, so that you can filter out their unusual impact on what might otherwise be a pretty successful situation. Next, you want to track what steps leaders are taking to manage productivity and engagement successfully. You need to have a good understanding of what's working well, what's not working well, the whole picture of the new arrangement, and any factors that might be negatively influencing its success. Therefore, this will help you identify if better managed teams who had really proactive leaders who were taking certain steps that seemed to work really well were happier and more productive being remote versus maybe ones who had a leader that struggled with this transition and didn't provide quite as much support to their team. This will also help you address areas that aren't working well so that you can implement changes if you're exploring more remote options in the future. Now, I encourage you to do that. That's why we're trying to lay out a little top line plan for you, because most top talent is going to now crave that type of flexibility and some remote work options. I already have clients coming to me as job seekers who are looking to find new jobs because their company is not willing to offer remote work now that they're transitioning back. Now that we've had that flexibility, we've had that balance, people are going to crave that much, much more. So I encourage you to really leverage some of the tools we're providing to try and understand how to make this work effectively for your teams, your businesses. And if you need help doing that and exploring it more in depth, schedule a free discovery call with us. We'll spend 30 to 45 minutes just chatting your unique challenges for free. We'll talk through some concrete plans, and you can do it directly through Acuity onto me or my team's calendar. And then if you enjoy what we're putting out, please like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching it on YouTube. We would love to have you follow us and just stay on top of trends in the market that we can speak to and share some expertise on. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.